Hello everyone, I am the Halfwit Brit and this is Manor Lords, and what a lovely way to start an episode, snow and rain. But we have our manor. We do need to actually add the extension on here for our retinue. We can have a retinue but we need the additional building, so we will do that because I come out of this lovely view here. We do have the raiders to contend with, so let's just have a quick look to see where they're at. They're currently all the way over here. It looks like they're having a fight currently with the bandits, so kind of a 2-for-1 deal here. If they clear out the bandits, at least I can go over there and just take the money, right? Oh my goodness. Oh well, that's one problem. I guess they're from this encampment here, but that would have softened them up a little bit. But we do definitely need to think about dealing with those. So I think first and foremost, what we shall do, I've lost my bloody mana. Where is it? Here it is. We will go in here. If we have the resources, we will add on the garrison tower. So that increases our retinue. So we definitely need that. I'll just hook it onto the side. There's no specific reason to do that other than I think it just looks cool that way. So we will put that in. We'll commit that. Okay, we should have everything we need to get that done. We still have our point as well. I'm still debating. I think potentially the plough, we could go with sheep breeding because of the butchers, so potentially we may go for this. So if we take a quick look, so where are we at currently? We have 5 months of food. Can we fish yet? Possibly. Let's see. So we have 3 families spare. Let me put one in there and see what actually happens. It's currently gathering, so we'll come back and take a look at what they're doing. Do we have anybody in? Where is it? I'm losing everything. There we do. There we do. There we are even. We have a family in the hunter camp as well. So that should help top up some of that. And these fields were all planted, and they managed to plough those by hand quite easily. So I think for the time being, maybe the heavy plough isn't really a priority. We do need to think about getting some tier 2. We can produce ale as well. We do have the barley, so that is something else we can look into. Did we upgrade both the granary? No, so the granary needs an upgrade. We're currently upgrading our storehouse, so we got quite a few things to take care of, I think, here. So I think first and foremost, get some of these upgrades in, including the one on the manor that's currently being done. Then we'll potentially look at some sheep, and we'll think about taking on these raiders. I don't want to leave it to the last minute. There's a chance they may get taken out anyway, but I think we should think about getting some of our own troops together. Well, I guess that answers that question. They've just come back from the fishing pond, so even though there is still ice on there, they can still fish. I was debating going in here and doing this ice fishing, but we don't need to. I think one of these increases the fish as well, right? Enables hunters to skillfully lay traps in a forest. No, it's not that one. No, I thought one of these increases. Maybe it does, and I've just completely mislaid which one it is, but I thought it was one that doubles this. Yeah, and I just seemingly can't remember. So whereabouts are we up to here? So they have their timber, so that's just a matter of time. Perfect. This is probably going to take a little bit longer. We have quite a few bits to gather there, and also over here. So there's still 12 bits of stone. We still have somebody in there, but currently they can't do anything, so I'm just going to take them out, and that is our only source of stone. We could potentially get the iron as well, so let's think about that, because I don't know what crossbows take. I feel like it may just be planks, but we may as well, you know, kind of gather as much as we can anyway. Can we actually do any level 2 buildings? We can. Ooh, and that's going to give us a little bit more cash as well, because we are a little bit strapped for cash at the moment. So maybe we'll do you. Can we do 2? We can. Perfect. How are we doing for firewood? 20 months. My goodness. Okay, so you can stop for the moment. And how are we doing for timber? We definitely need timber. We're not making any more planks, but we're in a good place for those. So yeah, things are going fairly well. I'm even tempted to whack an upgrade on that as well. Just keep them super busy. There's lots to do while the snow thaws and before we have to harvest. And just little segue, if you enjoy this sort of content, don't forget to give the video a like and a subscribe. It'd be much appreciated. And if you can drop me a comment or an emoji, just anything, just to help with a little bit of engagement to get this out in front of more eyeballs, that would really help me. Anyway, well, I was just about to do something and we can see this. So the Baron is at it already. Where is he gone for? And am I bothered about it? Okay, so what do we have here? Ooh, iron, fish, and a bandit camp. Yeah, I don't think I'm too worried. I want this region here, so I think, you know, is it worthwhile me trying to go for him? I don't even know if I'd survive, to be fair. So it's probably not worth even attempting it. What are we looking at? Yeah, even the farming quality is pretty crappy as well. So aside from the rich iron deposit, which we have one here as well, and this one has rich stone, so this region probably a little bit better for us. This is definitely the one I want first, I think, from a rich salt point of view. Yeah. So I mean, we can't claim that yet, but it's something to think about. And as we can see, the raiders appear, oh, they've changed their mind. I think they were going for the bandit camp here, but since it got claimed, they're sort of moving across. So we may potentially have them beforehand. I don't know if they will just linger around or not. I feel like they're probably going for this. So while they're kind of doing that, I am going to invest a point into sheep breeding. Now the only thing is with this, we currently don't have any sheep. And we currently don't have the money to buy sheep. So that is a problem in itself, but I'm going to invest it because that's something I definitely want. Cost of establishing a new trade route is halved. Reduces all foreign import tariffs at a trading post. Yes, okay. We potentially will take some of those at some point, but I think I'm kind of happy with that. But we've got a few things obviously to do before that all works out for us. So we have our large storehouse. Perfect, that's nice. We're just waiting for a little bit of stone over here, and yeah, there's all kinds of things going on. So we don't need a sheep pasture yet. What we need is a trader, which is under the coin one. Here we go. That only takes 2 lumber, timber. There we go. The best place to put this would be somewhere near a trade spot that we have, one here and one here, and somewhere near a King's Road. So could go for there because it's not too far. We've also got here, so maybe we'll sort of do one directly on the King's Road, or should we just do it off here? I wonder. I think we'll do it there. Maybe. Yeah, I think that'll work. It's not going to be too far. And I don't know where my pastures are going to be. Let me just see. Emma fertility is quite good here. Flax, not so good. Barley isn't too bad, but we could probably have the sheep somewhere in this sort of area, I think. Yeah, maybe up here. Yeah, somewhere there I think would work quite nicely. It's reasonably flat as well. It'd be interesting to see if we can get pastures on some of these kind of more hilly areas. I'll assume we can. We got quite good approval as well. I'm quite happy with that. That is perfect. So that's that job done. We've got quite a few bits and pieces going on here. As for retinue, so we currently have only the 5. That's because we can't afford to buy anymore. Let me have a quick look. How much does a retinue cost us? Yikes. Okay, but that's 5. It's 5 more than we had before. And we currently have 13 spear militia too. Okay. I think once one of these upgrades, we may look into making the crossbows. I think that makes a lot of sense, because I think having a few of those as well is going to make life a little bit easier. Anyway, let's get some of these things built, and I'll stop wittering on. I was just taking a quick look, and it looks like they did take out the bandits. So yeah, great. I was just thinking I'd go and take them, because we can get the influence that you get from obviously taking them on, and you also get a little bit of coin. But they've yeah, made life a little bit crappy for us. So hopefully some more spawn. There is one over there currently, but that's not in our territory either. So yes, that is a slight problem. Anyway, where are we up to? And here is our first level 2 burgage plot. So let me have a quick... Oh, they have no bloody back gardens, do they? You imbecile. I was going to upgrade them. No, never mind. Well, we needed 2 anyway, didn't we? Yeah, so there is that. These ones are going to be more kind of farm related, so we need to think about this. If they're going to use planks, we're making planks here. So we'll go off. We'll kind of go off that premise that we'll think that that's what's going to happen. Hey, there we go. Settlement level increased. Now I could potentially, let me see. Can this become? Let me rotate that around a little bit. It could be 2 plots here, but I don't know if I want 2 plots. Maybe there makes sense because we've got the planks and the storage. And if I make that into 1, oh, that doesn't give me the back garden. Ah, that one does. Maybe that will have to do. What if? Oh, no, stop, cancel. That's not what I wanted to do. Let me try that one again. Cancel that. I wanted to make it into 1 rather than 2 houses. I mean, we could have 2. It's not a problem, but let's see. Right, so if it becomes 1, you don't get the extension. Okay. That is perfectly fine. We'll make that on the highest. Perfect. Yes, that may work quite well for us, but at least at the very minimum, we're going to get a little bit of extra tax income. Can we afford to build? Is it 15? Yeah, we need 1 more coin and we can get vegetable garden. That will give us another source of food. So obviously, where are we at with that tavern supply? That'll be soon. Church level, not yet. Food, that is a bit of a problem currently, but once we get vegetables, that will fix that. And clothing, well, we do have flax. There we go. Perfect. So we can definitely do that. I think there's been some changes to the UI, right? This looks a little bit clearer to me and a little bit bolder. Like it stands out just a touch more. I could be wrong, but it looks like it sort of does. Now, I think for the upgrade, we need clay. I think we have some clay, actually. We do. So that's something else. I'm going to just keep putting buildings in here and we'll get nothing done. But we'll put that in place there and we'll hook that up. We'll put the priority to that to low because we don't particularly need it right away. How are we getting on with stone? It's still well overloaded, but that's fine. They'll slowly but surely bring that across. I can see. Does this mean we've got 2 more living spaces coming? I think that's what the +2 potentially means, which should be these 2 here. Yeah, because we did add 1 here. Okay, so that's that as well. Excellent. Oh, it's all go today. I'm achieving a lot, but not a lot at the same time, if that makes any kind of sense. My main concern is food. And I just don't want to have bucket loads of fish. Then again, if it depends where the fish is being put at the moment. Where is it currently? Fisherman's Hut has 34 fish. Now I could put another family in there to get even more, but it needs to find its way to here realistically, doesn't it? So we got you're peddling and you're transporting. So what are you actually doing? Are you bringing this to the market? That's what I want to know. I'm going to venture a guess you are. Let's speed things up and see. Oh no, you're getting some water. And where are you going with that? You are taking that home. Now see, now there is that little piece about having people living and working in close proximity to each other. Does that make sense? Living and working? Yeah, the house near where they work, because it would speed things up. And the well, obviously, that needs to be close by in the markets. You can really min-max this game, I think, if you really want to, but it gets a little bit stressful at times. There we go. We have this burgage plot. So we currently can't upgrade it yet. But what do we need for that? So we just need 4 planks. So we'll be able to do that once we have a little bit more timber. Why are we struggling with timber? Other than the fact that I'm building a lot of things. Maybe it's because we don't have an ox assigned. So we'll assign an ox, which will slow down some of the construction, but it will speed up how much timber we're getting. I always say, is it timber? Timber, lumber, wood. It's all the same. We could get another ox. How much do they cost? 20. Okay, so we couldn't actually get one, but the thought is there. I was just looking at the points, and there is double the maximum capacity of the shoal fish in the region, so it is just under the advanced fish keeping. But I'm just thinking about like the meat. So we got passive income of meat through the trapping. Now, as far as I'm aware, the deer don't completely disappear like they used to. They don't run off. So that is an option. We could go for the orchard, but I think from a kind of a passive point of view, I think we may go for that. And then obviously we have the advanced skinning as well. We could just kind of really think about the food over here, albeit we can build mass amounts of farms. Initially we can't, and the downside is you can't unassign the points. That's the only problem. But this is going to be a food production area anyway, let's be honest. We could look at rye if we really wanted to. I'd be interested to see what this does, if anything, if it works. Does fertilization work or not? I'm not sure, but we are going to have a lot of sheep, so it probably makes sense. We're going to need a point for bakery, so there's 2 points straight away. That'll be 3, 4, 5. That leaves 1 more point. So it depends where we go with that. Possibly the trade. I'm not sure. We'll see as time goes by. Okay, so we have 18 coins, so I feel like that's a good point. Oh, wait a minute. Oh yes, there we are, 50 now. Panic for a second. Let's get a nice vegetable garden in here as well. I think this has been changed as well. There was some kind of change to how these actually are built. I think that will work quite nicely for us. That should give us a good source of food. Hopefully they will plant that now, because what are we in, May? Yeah, they should definitely do that, shouldn't they? Well, I say that. Fingers crossed we do need it, because otherwise we're just going to be living off fish. How much fish do we currently have? That's a lot. Let me drop that back. How many's in storage? 60. Yeah, let me completely remove everyone out there. That is just way too much. I don't even know if we can use salt on the fish. Depends how quick. I mean, what is medium spoilage? What does that look like from a kind of a time perspective? That's a question in itself, isn't it, really? If something's on like very high spoilage rate, does it last a month? 6 months? A year? I'm really not sure. Right, we don't have the requirements for this one. So is there a family in here firstly? No, there isn't. So that is why these are not kind of okay. So I'm just going to be a little bit more patient, I guess. I just kind of wish I'd realized that when I went to upgrade these to level 2, that you needed the backyard. I don't know why I didn't think about it. My brain just obviously left my skull for a moment. We have 20, so I'm just seeing if we can actually harvest any of these yet. Not yet, but we're not that far off. I know it's still early in the year, but they're growing quite quickly, so this is almost done as well. It still says they're waiting for 1 timber, which is interesting because this is saying almost complete. So where is said timber? Let's see a few more workmen going off that way, but no timber. Okay, so the main sort of issue we're having right now is just not having enough variety of food, unfortunately. That is a slight problem. As you can see, some of these level 2 buildings want 3 types of food and we only have the 1. So, oh, I see sausages on there. That's the first time I think I've seen that icon. It looks like a shrimp. Is that the word that I'm thinking of? So we need to think about obviously making some bread as well. I don't know why I paused the game there. But we only have the communal oven, don't we? Which is under. Oh, we need a windmill too. Quite a few things to build here. So let's get the communal oven. Okay, we got the granary there. I feel like probably somewhere around here. But let's see
Come along.
the best place for a windmill. 55. Actually, to be fair, 92. I would prefer 100, but I can live with 93. We'll put that there. That works nicely, which then means we should probably aim for somewhere like this. I know this land here is actually a little bit fertile, but I don't think it's a big problem to kind of have that in there. So then we can start thinking about getting some bread, which will give us that second. I mean, there is technically 3 types of food. It's just not enough to go around, which is just going to slow down any of this sort of stuff. And how much... Do we not need any coin to do that? That's interesting. Okay. I can live with that. It's not a problem. And then we have vegetables, obviously, but this is going to take a little bit longer. So food, as you can see, is becoming a bit of a concern, to be fair. Okay, we're in July, and some of these fields are actually red, as you can see here. So I'm pretty happy to ask them to harvest that early, and it just sort of makes sense because we could do with some bread. So we'll get them to do that field. I don't think any of the other ones are quite ready. No, they're not. But that's fine. At least if we get that one up and running. And while we're here, we'll probably just drop in some more fields, I think, ready. If I click Q there, perfect. That one is a 0.5. That will do nicely. We've also got this little area here as well, which I think will do. Because we've got to think about what we're going to leave fallow as well. And what have we got? Flax. This is probably... I mean, that's a full barley one, that one, isn't it? Flax as well. That could be... We'll put that one in place, ready. Something was just finished there by the sounds of it. There we go. It's not a very big field. In fact, both of these can be flat. We'll get them in. Yeah, they're a little bit too small, but I can sort of live with them. Barley wise, you got that field. Oh no, wait a minute. One of these is barley, isn't it? I think that's a slightly darker green, so we'll go with that. We'll do the same on this one as well. Never have enough ale, that's all. Don't know why I'm clicking through the different ones, it doesn't make a difference. From a green point of view, I think, to be fair, we'd probably be better off having a reasonably big field there for Emma, I think. I think that might make a little bit of sense. Let's have a see. Is that 0.7? Yeah, so it's a slightly bigger field, but they're there. They are there in place and ready, and at least that's up and running. So then, once they've done that, in fact, unless I've got a spare person I can pinch from somewhere, we've currently got 3 months of food. Eek. Not good. Woodcutter's Lodge. We could probably take someone from the tannery on the assumption they are probably the clothing store, though. I don't necessarily... Let's see what happens, because there is a couple of people within the storehouse. Can't even get my words out. Yes, there's abandoned currently, but I don't think that's a huge issue. We'll see. Famous last words and all that. What do we need houses wise? We could do with a few more, but I don't want to bring too many more in because of the food issues. How are our hunters doing? We do have some meat, that's good. Yeah, we're down to 7. I think 7 is where I sort of sat it at. Yeah. So they're just waiting for them to reproduce currently. And development point wise, doubles the amount of meat produced by hunters, butchers and animal pen. See, that would make a lot of sense. But we're nowhere near that currently. Fish wise, we have a lot of fish. But it's not helping. Can we upgrade you yet? No. And that's because the variety of food is not good. We have 2 meat, 6 fish, which is technically 2 types of food, but they're not having any of it. So they've got to thrash the wheat first, I guess, before it ends up in here, and then we can all then kind of deal with the sort of baking of the bread. Tell you something, I miss berries. I just went to 2 months and red, but I think we started to make some bread now, so that is a definite positive. There we go, and we also have that. So let's get this upgraded quickly. I mean, that's not going to give us more food, but that is a positive. And we can add another vegetable garden over here as well. Now, this stuff is being planted by the looks of it. It looks like we may get some of that food as well. So that is a positive. We may have just about got ourselves kind of out of trouble there. How are we doing for this? We can obviously go and harvest this field as well. We may as well. And this one, yeah, may as well get them done, hadn't we? We need all the food we can kind of muster at the moment. In fact, we can do quite a few of these. We are going to need the plough. The problem is that I'm going to have here is, do I go for the plough or do I go for advanced skinning? It's going to be a tough one. It really is. I'm not overly sure which one I'd prefer, to be fair. I was just having a quick look around for the raiders. They appear to have disappeared. Now, I don't know if that means that they've been killed Whether they just sort of wandered off the map slightly, but that's interesting. I mean, maybe it's a good thing, but I don't know if I fancy our chances or not. How are we doing for firewood as well? Yeah, we've still got plenty of that, so it's just making sure that we have enough food. Now, and we're obviously running out of flour. Oh, wait a minute. Flour has a spoilage as well. As does grain. And bread obviously does medium. That's, I didn't even realise that. This one, they replanted that field when I wasn't looking. They have, okay. That is fine. This one is early harvest. Okay, so whereabouts are my farmers? Going by hand, waiting, transporting. They're all taking a break. And fresh bread, basically. They've all gone home and thought, you know what? Why not have a fish sandwich? Whoa, that sounds disgusting thinking about it, but you know, fresh bread. Why not? And we're in September, usually our harvest season, but let's have a quick look at the Bower's workshop. So let's get that done. It's on the highest priority. I really would like to test out the crossbows. Now, there's not anything I can seemingly go against. There's a bandit camp over here. We can also see the Baron's army here, so I'm assuming they're going for that. Oh, there's also one here. Interesting. Does this one have anyone on it? It doesn't look like. I think they've been wiped out, so I can go and get that and get the influence, right? But maybe this could turn out pretty bad. So let me get my limited amount of retinue. Here they come. And we shall send them to here. Let's see what happens. Hopefully we don't attract these guys first. No, I'm assuming they'll get there first, but we'll see what happens. Because that could be some easy... I don't know if we get the coin for that, I can't remember, but it will be some easy influence, that's for sure. Aha, and there we go. Just a quick click. What have we got? Stash of goods. Oh, we can send this to people. I guess this is money, isn't it? So, to the nearest town. Guessing, is that cash? Oh yeah, regional wealth, 156. I will take that. We also got 250 influence. Now, let me just see. I thought that they'd be going for the bandit camp. That is quite interesting. I'm assuming, unless they already have been, and they've wiped out, well, if that's the case, my 5 retinue will happily go and take that cash. Which, that means we can buy ourselves some sheep. Wait, let's pause the game a second. So, sheep farm. So the building itself can't necessarily be on a slope. I think we set it up here, didn't we? And I'm just wondering. You know, I think we'll be fine here. We'll go for there. I mean, the pasture doesn't need to be right next door, but I guess we can do that. We'll hook onto the side of the church here. We'll go something like that. That's 39 sheep, I think that was. That's quite a lot of sheep. But at least we can buy some now. We'd have to get someone in here and we'll have to do the whole trading thing. But at least we have some money to do that. And how are we getting on with thrashing? We have some wheat in there. Let's check in our granary. Oh, we got lots of flour. Sorry, yeah, no, that's flour, isn't it? That's grain. Well, that's barley even. I'm concerned about the spoilage, because usually I'd have ridiculous amounts of bread, but now I'm kind of like, can we actually do that? Is it a good thing to do? And what do we need? Burgage plots, level 2. We need 2 more. I may go for the upgrade on these 2. And simply because we have more storage, so when they start to harvest their vegetables, they've got the space to do it. We are going to need a weaver, I think, isn't it? No, or do we not? Do we need a weaver? Do we not? Let me remember. I can't remember. Oh, what's this? The advanced tab. Oh, right. So you can... Oh, iron parts. Now there's something new. Interesting. Okay. Gonna need a blacksmith. We need more level 2 buildings. I guess that's what we're going to do next. Okay, I've dropped in 2 2 more burgage plots here that have the ability to have the back garden, I guess you could call it. So we're going to need 1 for a blacksmith. We need 1 for a butcher's. What else do we need? It's got to be another one. And I can't think off the top of my head. I think, was it weavers? But or was it tailor? I'm thinking of tailor, so we will need another one. But there is a weaver that we will need. We don't need that right now. Did we just get ourselves some more cash? Nearest town, please. 184. I will take that. And that's... Did that give us any influence? No, we're still at 250. That's unfortunate, but we'll just have to keep our eyes out for bandit camps and take them out as and when we can, because I want to capture this area as soon as possible, because I don't want to try and challenge the Baron for that later on. That will just not be a good thing. Oh, I thought that was a... It was a deer for a second. I was like, what on earth is going on there? You are going to be... Ooh, you were wheat last time. I don't want to have lots... Ooh, flax. There's a question. Does flax degrade? It has no spoilage. That's fine. Barley. Yep, I think that's good. What are you going to be next year? You're going to be wheat. I think we'll try and plant that. That's going to take a little bit of work. So, because you still need to be hand plowed. You're almost done. You need to be done. Right, we'll leave it at that. We don't have any more spare people. I don't think. Currently not fishing, but food is coming up, but that's because of bread. Don't think. There's nobody currently in the logging camp. We've obviously lost this family as well now because we've done what we've done. We've upgraded the building. So that is another issue as well. So many problems. Tavern. Oh yeah. So does the barley... So we also need the... What's it called? The malt house. There we go. So that means another level 2 building we're going to need. I'm thinking probably sneak this behind the back here. I think we'll go there. And we'll put that on a highest of priorities and see how we get on. I would like to get sheep in here as well. We'll put that very high. That's on the highest, and that's on the highest as well. Right, let them catch up, I think. Ah, another point. Well, I think we all know what we're going for here. I was thinking of the plough, but I'm pretty sure this is the one we're going to want. It makes sense. We're going down that route anyway, and it will just give us a little bit more food. Did I spend that before the message had even finished? So obviously we do have the hunting camp, which, you know, is not doing too great. Let me just disband those chaps. So we have that, but now we can double the amount of meat we're going to get from there. We're also going to double the amount of meat we get from the goats here as well. And obviously the butchers once we get that. So we're kind of getting there. Now, obviously butchers is done by surplus when it comes to this. So that's 39 sheep. That's a lot of sheep. Maybe I should have done 2 smaller pastures. Unless we can say what the maximum is. That could be. Okay, we've got a few things to think about there. Are these both planted? They currently are. Okay, so let me unpause this field. I didn't want them working on this field because it's quite a large one if they hadn't planted them, because I want to at least get some food through. What do I do with that spare family? I think we put them into the malt house. We just got to keep an eye on the fuel as well, because we're currently not producing any. Communal oven. Okay, so they've still got some thrashing to do there as well. Okay, lots and lots and lots of things going on here. Just taking a look here, we can also see that the malt also has a spoilage, but it's very low. So that's not bad. That's a positive thing in itself as well. What was I clicking on there? I just saw something. Clicked on something wrong. I don't know what it was. But yeah, so at least we know that spoils as well once it's been processed. So just something else to bear in mind. So we have a couple of options here. We can obviously do the brewery extension. That is something to consider. We've also got the butcher's workshop. So that's meat and hides from surplus livestock and sausages from salt and meat. Now obviously we have no salt. So albeit we can build that, it's not necessarily what we need. What we'd like is probably the blacksmith, I think. Yes. we'll go with that. And then I think this one over here, we'll go for ale. I don't think we don't have then is a tavern, but I want to let all these things sort of catch up. Now we currently don't have any spare people because of what I've just done, but those buildings will have to wait until these farmers are finished. So we're going to need a few more level 1 buildings, I think. But it's that food. That food worries me incredibly. Let me just have a see what we've actually got. Where is my food? Crops. Oh, there it is. So we have 22 bread, 17 meat. That's gone up. And 24 fish. So I think... Is this completely done now? Oh god, they're doing another field. Do I let them do it? I think... Oh, they're halfway there. May as well. Because obviously they've not done the thrashing yet. But I can reduce these numbers as soon as they're done. I'll let them finish off. And this is the point where I think I wish that I'd invested the point in the ice fishing or the advanced fishing. But it looks like they're still fishing as it stands, so that's not too bad. It's not completely frozen over, so they're finding a little space to top up how much fish we have. Because, yeah, it's not looking very good. I never thought I would miss berries as much as I'm missing them right now. It's pretty bad. I'm just thinking, this pasture here, I'm going to demolish that for a second. And I'm going to put in another sheep farm, pasture. Let's do a slightly, I mean, that's still a lot of sheep. Let me do it this way around. Yeah, let's do a smaller one like so. We currently don't have a spare person. How are we getting on with the thrashing? Yeah, we'll drop you down to 1. And then we'll go into our livestock trader. We'll put someone in there. And we want to import, allow foreign trade. And we want, well, 15 sheep, I think it is, isn't it? Or there's abouts. What was it? 15 or 17? 18? Okay, I can't count, clearly. We'll put it to 20. Because I will build another pasture in due course. Okay, I don't know how quickly that will happen. But it's there, it's set up. I think they only bring 1 at a time, but I do have sheep breeding, so slowly but surely we should get some other sheep as well. But that should work quite nicely. Do we have a blacksmith? Advanced. We're going to want to make iron parts. Oh, do you know what else we're missing? We're missing the bloomery, aren't we? This is getting interesting. I've got massive food problems, and here's me trying to make crossbows. I might actually put that up here. Not that we've got any iron yet, but it sort of makes sense, doesn't it? So have them next door to each other, albeit they'll probably bring the stuff down to the storehouse first, which is naturally going to happen. How are we doing over here? Have they emptied this out completely? They have. We've got a tiny little bit of stone there as well, but I'm not going to worry about that just for the moment. Can we still fish? I mean, it looks pretty frozen to me, and this lady's walking across it. Is she going to try and fish out of that tiny little space there? This is interesting. Let's see what she actually does. She is. Fantastic. There must come a point where, I mean, she's walking across the water. There must come a point where that's just not possible anymore. But I guess maybe it's in January. Okay, so we're almost done there. We've got 21 flour, the communal oven, we've got 5 bread there, the granary has got some flour as well. We got some ale, but we don't have a tavern. We don't realistically have the people, to be fair, to have the tavern either. I mean, we do, but we don't, if that makes sense. Where can I put this tavern? Could put it over here. Might actually just spin that around, leave a little bit of a space, and we can run a road through there, and we'll get you here. We might build some additional burgage plots over here. Not just yet, but it's something we need to consider. Food really does worry me though. And we have a tavern, so let's assign someone in there. That should cheer some of these people up and get our approval a little bit higher. Obviously, tavern was something there we're looking for. We also need to increase our church and clothing. So that means we need a weaver's workshop, because we do actually have flax, don't we? So we could... I don't want to really be building on all this kind of fertile land here, but it is what it is. Fuel 6 months, food 4 months. We've got that. How are we doing for flour? We have quite a bit. We have a little bit of grain as well, so there's plenty of bread coming through, so that's just a little bit of time for that to actually happen, but we should slowly but surely trickle some bread through over the winter season, which should be quite good for us. How are we getting on over here? We are currently hunting. Where are you hunting? Alright, okay. You're off 2 hunts. I was thinking, why are they over here? There's definitely no deer there. Is that a sheep? It is. And Mary indeed had a little lamb. Or else. Is it just the one? Is that all we get? Let's have a see here. Apparently we've got 2. I don't see. I mean, it's the wrong colour, wrong time of the year to be looking for sheep, isn't it? But that's 2 that we've got coming in. That is pretty good. I'm happy with that. Did we build the butchers? Okay, what's going on here? Is this working? Do I need? Oh, I don't need to put a reserve in. Production limit, and I don't need to limit it. Okay, that's fine. So crafting. There we go. You're making some ale. Okay, that's fantastic. That is really, really good news. We are short of people, but I'd say it's the food is the biggest concern. Now, I could technically do some more burgage plots like this. I do have the cash, so maybe that is a good idea. And at least if they plant their crops, whether they do it now or not, I'm not sure. We probably don't even have the wood to do it. Could do 1. It's quite a big plot though, but I don't feel like that's going to work quite as well as I'd want it to. So let's kind of make it longer, like so, and we'll go for that one. That will work for us, I think. And our bloomery is also built. Now, we don't have anyone to put in either of these buildings, which is a bit of a pain, but if we're just looking here, if I move away from the snow, and we have 53 days until the attack, that I don't think is going to happen. Well, the Baron is certainly going for it. He's now going for Eichenhauer as well, so this is not good. I need to get my influence up massively, because this is not working for us. He's gonna cause me some problems. Now, obviously I can get influence through the church, but I don't have the food in order to do that, so it's a little bit crap. no other way I can put it. How are we doing? We still got quite a bit of flour. This communal oven's taking its sweet old time there. We do have 4 sheep currently, which is probably going to give us some wool as time goes by. We also have our weaver's workshop as well, which we're currently not really making any use of because we don't have the spare people. So things are okay, but then they're not going great either. We are starting to produce iron now, which means we are getting to the point of being able to also 1 iron slab makes 2 iron parts. That is really, really useful. I'm guessing we don't currently have any iron parts. Oh, we have 4. So does that mean that we're making a crossbow in here somewhere? Oh, a bandit camp. Can't even say it. Now this is a tough one. We got 7 days. So do I go for the bandit camp? Obviously he's got Eichenhauer now. Where is the bandit camp? It's not too far away. I think I'm going to go for it because I have a feeling that the raiders were wiped out. So let's see. Do we have any crossbow? Ooh, we do. Hello. Can we... Oh, it needs a minimum of 5. Well, yeah, that's just not good enough, is it? And let's take some of our spear militia as well. Do we actually have 5 crossbows? We don't. We have 3. How are we doing for iron? No iron slabs. That could be why. This is just taking a little bit longer. We're probably burning through our fuel as well, so that is another issue. Right, let's go and deal with these these bandits. Let's go for here and see if we can pull them across towards our territory. That makes a little bit of sense, right? So we could potentially do that. What else are we thinking about? We have... Is this now built? It is. So we'll put vegetables in there. We will expand the living space on this one as well, because that gives us another family, and we'll do the same here. So that should give us 3 more families. And food is what it is, but I guess once these vegetables start coming through, and there is a lot of them. Again, I've got to bear in mind that these the spoilage as well. Food variety. We have no veg currently. No berries. That just seems so weird. Fish. We have no fish. What? Wow. Okay. But we can fish again. Are we currently building anything? We are. So I can't even give a spare family for building. Oh my goodness. Oh dear. They have just snuck on the map. Oh, and I've sent my troops away. I need to bring them back. Sharpish. Let's do that now. We may get crossbows in time. Let's see what happens. Okay, so there's at least 2 little squads, and one of them is really running for it here. That is a little bit concerning, considering I just sent all my troops away. Oops. How far away are they? Oh my, this could be bad. I just didn't... I mean, I should have just, you know, believed what I could see here, but I thought we'd get away with it. I don't think we will. Oh, are they killing my sheep? Oh my goodness. Have they killed all my sheep? I could see one running away. Tasker, run from attackers. Oh my goodness. Wow. This is not a good start. Where are they all running to? Wait a minute. Goods looted, food stall. They're actually completely going bonkers. Damn. Where's my troops? Oh, looted the bloomery. What? They're everywhere. Like cockroaches. Oh my goodness, these are so far away. Are you running? I need you to run. I thought you were already running. We had 4, so I think we've lost some people here as well. Have we? Does it tell me? It doesn't tell me. Are they looting? Are they knocking the building down? Wow. Well, have I learned a lesson here? Maybe, maybe not. Alright, most of my town is on fire. As you can see, the buildings are collapsing in the background there, but being a little bit closer, I seemingly have attracted at least some of the bandits. In fact, I've attracted both sets of bandits, but oh my goodness, my town is in absolute tatters. What on earth have I done? You can see some of them have ran off there. A family is hungry. Yeah, I'm not surprised that this is an absolute shambles. Well, I don't think this is going to end very well at all. As you can see, my retinue is down to 1 unit by the looks of it, and my spear militia is at 15. So I think we're in a bit of a predicament. I've really balls this one up. The lack of a better way of putting it. I can see I actually have some sheep, so they've all made their way back. But I think, unfortunately, we can even see Baron's troops over there in the distance. But I just don't think, well, definitely not. Our spear militia do not have a chance. They're currently unbalanced. I could have them stand your ground. I don't know if that will make much difference. It means they won't kill them as quick, but yeah, this is not pretty. This is not a situation that I've ever been in before, so I think maybe, possibly, I've learnt my lesson. We shall see. And we are down to our last... Oh, there we go. And that's it. So, wait a minute. Where are they off? I thought they'd have just gone and finished it off burning down my town. What are they doing? Are they just going to linger? I'm confused. What? Wait a minute. Is the Baron... They're coming this way. Are they coming to take out I mean, they're just standing there doing nothing almost. This is a little bit weird. I'm not too sure what on earth is happening, but I think I will actually repair some of these buildings. So rebuild my blacksmith. What are you? You're a house, because this is where people live. So we definitely need to make sure that we get our burgish plots. How are we doing for food? Ooh, not good. We have a few spare people though, so we can get some fishing done. Just make sure that we've got people in the relevant buildings. Ah, that's been burnt down as well. All sorts of stuff has gone on. What an absolute mess that I've caused for myself here. The marketplace is fine. We're short of a lot of people. There's going to be a lot of corpses as well to bury. This, yes, it's food mainly. So I guess we've had a lot of our food stolen as well. Whoops. What an epic failure. It looks like they are coming this way, so I think the Baron, albeit very embarrassingly, is coming to our aid, which is not something that I want. Anyway, I think on that rather catastrophic bombshell, I'm going to leave this one right here. Thank you very much for watching, and take care.